Almost 3 decades have passed since the Spitak earthquake, but there are still 500 huts like this one in VANADZOR. More than 3,000 people live in so-called temporary dwellings, with no hope of ever owning an adequate home. VANADZOR resident Ruzana Yeganyan is one of them. We've lived here since May 1988. I grew up here, and so have my children. Resigned to the prospect of forever being stuck in a temporary dwelling, Ruzana has tried her best to make the hut as livable as possible. There's 4 of us living here. This is our bedroom. We use this area here as a living room. This is where my son sleeps, and this is where my daughter, mother, and myself sleep. We use this spot as a kitchen, actually as both a kitchen and a dining room, but more like a dining room. The kitchen is over there. We don't have a bathroom, and this area here is both our kitchen and hallway. The 4 members of the family have somehow gotten used to living in a 15 square meter space. They don't complain. Their main challenge is fighting illnesses, which Ruzana is convinced are a result of living in the hut. I've had arthritis for the past 8 years. I've gone to Yerevan for treatment and I've gone to Dilijan, but it looks like this illness will stay with me for the rest of my life. Ruzana's son has a heart condition. He tries not to think about it. He and his sister are avid basketball players and have won trophies. But Gayane's dreams go beyond basketball. First and foremost, I wish that my brother and mother regain their health and we get to live in a decent home. Will they ever be able to leave their temporary hut and own a home, considering the family's total monthly income is about $300? No, it's just not possible. We barely scrape by with $300. How do you buy a house if you're in our situation? You have to take care of the kids, school tuition, kindergarten tuition. Do you know what I want? A little job promotion, let's say, and the opportunity to buy a little family home. Ideally, it would have at least 3 bedrooms, since we're a big family. There's 6 of us. I do everything I can to provide for my family. Housing is the only problem we're left with. The Kotsinyan family did own a house once, but it was destroyed in a fire in 1992. The government provided them with a hut. It's where they've lived for the past 25 years, grappling day and night with an array of inconveniences. We panic whenever it rains because the dome can get flooded. We take the kids and run away. The roof leaks whenever there's a storm, and the winds can tear off the roof panels. The whole roof is damaged. It leaks everywhere. Yet the biggest problem, and one which makes the Kotsinyan's already difficult life a living hell, are the rats. They've eaten the edge here. I've cut it off because my child was tripping over it. And now they've nibbled at this section here during the night. They go through the whole house, nibbling at everything. One morning, we got up and noticed that they'd eaten parts of the couch. Here, they've bitten off several spots. We constantly use rat poison, but it doesn't help. They tear everything off, nibbling all night long. They get into the dishes. Every morning I throw away whatever food there is and start cooking all over again because I'm scared that my kids might get poisoned. In that corner over there, we've covered the hole so that the rats won't come out. They've even attacked my children. 2 years ago, they bit my daughter's index finger. She was crying in bed. We didn't know why. We turned the light on and saw that her finger was bleeding. We rushed her to the hospital. She was given a shot to prevent an infection. One night, I got up and saw a rat as big as a cat. I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. My child cried, "Mom, there's a rat, there's a rat." I constantly stay up with a mop in my hand, ready to hit the rats and chase them away so my kids can get some sleep. But they can't. This is no way to live. I beg you, help us get out of this hell, and may God reward you for your kindness. It's not only because of the rats that the Kotsinyans yearn to get out of this hut. 5 years ago, their son, who was only 25 years old, died of a heart attack. Their oldest daughter has contracted an incurable illness during pregnancy, and their youngest daughter suffers from a spinal disease. Vartan believes all of these ailments are a result of the hut's dreadful living conditions. My youngest daughter, here she is, has to use a corset brace for her spine. The doctor says that she shouldn't be living in a domik, that a child should not be living in a damp place like this. Well, the doctor knows we live in a hut, so he's telling us we have to leave at all cost. I say it again, I don't need food, I don't need water, I don't need clothes and shoes. I want only one thing, a decent home. Nothing else.